Okay, folks, here's a quick review of the Batman figure that was produced by DC Collectibles as a part of their Arkham City line of products. I picked this up on Amazon.com for $18.99, and this is part of the fourth series of the DC Collectibles Arkham City figures. Okay, so since my last review on YouTube, I upgraded to a new camera, and since this is my first time reviewing a DC Collectibles figure, what better character to start off with than Batman? So, as I said when I reviewed the 6-inch scale Injustice figures, I'm just not a big video game player or a fan. But I liked the look of this Batman when I saw it on Amazon, so I decided to take a gamble on it and purchase it for my collection. Okay, so when I first got Batman out of his packaging, I liked what I saw. This is a nicely detailed Batman figure, and I liked its overall appearance. However, I was displeased that some of the gauntlet decorations were warped right out of the packaging, so I used a hairdryer to try to straighten them out with some success. Alright, I've also had some issues getting this figure to stand properly, since the figure stand was not included in the package, although I did notice that there are peg holes in his feet to use one. So if you know of some good figure stands to get for these DC Collectibles figures, I'd appreciate you letting me know in the comment section below. Alright, paint apps were done pretty well on this figure. I did find some chipping around his cheeks, but there was no other appreciable errors to speak of. I do like this Batman's flesh tone coloration on his face, as it looks very realistic. And the eyes were also nicely detailed. And the cape is made of a soft plastic and does not appear to be removable. The articulation joints were extremely stiff on this figure, and I had to resort to using a hairdryer to try to free them up. Batman has articulation in the neck, the shoulders, the upper biceps, the elbows, the wrists, the hips, and the ankles. There are 2 points of articulation in the mid-torso area, as well as in the knee area. And the wrists do feel very fragile, so be mindful of that. So let me pause here, zoom in, and I'll give you a closer look as to what Batman looks like. Okay, Batman came with one accessory, so let me pan down real quick and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so as you can see, Arkham City Batman's lone accessory is a batarang. This is a unique looking design of this weapon, and I like its appearance. It is a bit odd that there's a silver colored circle on one side of this batarang, but it's black on the other side. Let me show you that real quick. See? Okay. And I also discovered that he can only hold this batarang in his right hand, as his left hand is molded in the open position. Back to the figure itself. What I'll do now is a quick 360 of Arkham City Batman for you, and let you see what he looks like from all sides. So here he is from the front. From the left. Here he is from the rear. The right-hand side. Finally, here we are once again, facing forward. So overall, I'd have to say that this figure is a good one, and I do like it. I feel that I pretty much came out a winner on this particular gamble with this figure, as I really don't like buying figures online, since I vastly prefer physically seeing them in person as opposed to just looking at pictures online of these figures. There is quite a bit of articulation, so I think you'll be able to get some good poses out of this figure once the articulation joints are properly freed up. The only major issue that I've run into with this Batman figure would be potential shelf diving issues, as it's hard for me to get this Batman to stand on his own without having to use a figure stand. And at a nearly $20 price point, I feel that there should have been a base included in the package. However, when it's all said and done, I think that the pluses do outweigh the minuses with this figure, so I'm going to give Arkham City Batman a great recommendation. I feel that it's worth adding to a DC figure collection. All right, so on that note, take care and stay tuned for my next review. Have a good one.